best in radio. It's all about what's next. Go to financialsurvivalnetwork.com and sign up for your free weekly newsletter. You'll also get 3 free reports. The Financial Survival Network. It's all about what's next.
You are listening to the Financial Survival Network. I'm Kerry Lutz, and it's time for another session of What's Next. And of course, as usual, we're brought to you by Borderless Holdings. If you're looking for bullion, if you're looking for wearable wealth, call them now at 855-604-6343, 855-604-6343. You can talk to Seth or anybody else in the office. Wearable wealth, a great product. I told you I'm getting that 1 ounce gold bracelet, especially now that the price of gold has gone down a bit. Speaking of which, the market's just crazy. I mean, today it's July 16th. They're still in the process of the raid, but price has gone up about $8 the ounce. Right now it's showing $11.30. Price had been up as high as around $9, $10 an ounce. They managed to knock it down to $7.60 the ounce. Interesting story here is silver. It's trading at $20.77 the ounce, up a nickel. The raid, it's really taken its toll on gold, but silver is still up over $20 the ounce. And, silver, as Bix Weir says, and you're going to hear from him today, is the Achilles heel of the financial system. Will they be able to knock it down under 20? I would think they'd be able to. I'm surprised they haven't done it yet. The other thing is platinum. It was over $1,500 the ounce. Red flag. They managed to knock it down to $1,482, but still, that's not much of a hit. My guess is it's going to be up over $1,500 the ounce once this raid is over in the next couple of days. Palladium, okay? Palladium is still at $869 the ounce. So these raids are making less and less of an impact. Gold at around $1,301.70 or 80, it bounced back over $1,300. So what's going on here? The dollar index, interestingly enough, dollar's been going up, signifying trouble overseas in Europe. Euro is back down to 135.39. So are we seeing potential hot spots happening in Europe? Are we going to see more banking ills in Europe? Well, obviously, that's what seems to be happening here. We got an article on Kitco by Peter Hugh, and as he said, the heavy seller yesterday, the Fed held course as expected yesterday with future action all data dependent, also known as if we need to continue to be accommodative, we will as long as we have to. Gold, even with this confirmation, he said, failed to hold 1307, sliced through 1300 on 2 successive high volume breaks. And, look, they want to take it down. So the support line is 1278. No doubt they're going to bring it down. They're going to break that trend line. If they can do it, no doubt, if they set their minds to it, they will. So just expect it. Interestingly enough, though, oil is back up over $100. So it had gone under around $99.50. It's back up at 101.17. So there's gyrations here. Manipulation, they're going to keep manipulating until they can't anymore. That much is obvious. And look, you can't watch the charts day to day and worry about this. The stock market, the Dow, it's back over 17,000. I do believe it's going to go over 20,000 and very well might hit 32,000, as Martin Armstrong said. Right now, the Dow is trading at 17,104, NASDAQ 44.27, the Russell's at 1150, the NYSE is at close to 11,000. I mean, you just keep looking at it, and the retail money is heading into the market. I mean, people never learn. And it's just going to keep doing that. A trend in motion, you know what they say. It's just the way it works. So, hey, been chronicling the decline of New York City. It was well underway with Nanny Bloomberg because, of course, when you have liberals, progressives running things, this is what happens. And there was an article in the New York Post, which is, if we really want to know what's happening in New York City, the New York Post is the place to go, why Times Square is becoming the worst place on earth. And as they say, it's called the crossroads of the world, but these days it's the worst place on earth. Traffic, tourists, construction, commuters, and a seemingly endless array of cartoons, characters, nudists. I never saw a nudist in Times Square, and I was there most of my life. Hawkers add up to a nightmare on the Great White Way. I saw hookers there. I never saw nudists. As a guy said, there are really almost no rules out here. And this kid, Matthew Lynham, has hawked tickets to comedy shows in Times Square for 3 years. More and more people are running scams. Mascots and people selling tickets are aggressive. He says he sees Spider-Man mugging people all the time. He said he just saw a bus guy get in a fight like 5 minutes ago. I've been punched. I've been spit at. There are so many things that shouldn't be going on out here. And the chaos isn't relegated to just one street corner or block. It's all the way from 42nd Street up to 48th Street. If you haven't been to New York Times Square, it's really a section of New York. 42nd Street, it really runs up from like 40th, almost up to 50th Street, from 8th or 9th Avenue all the way over to 6th Avenue. It's kind of an amorphous blob. All these theaters, tourists are there. It's so bad, they say, that Broadway officials blame the chaos for slumping ticket sales. I'll never forget the time I was there with a couple of friends and our wives, and my friend Herbie is a doctor. His wife is kind of just walking along like women often do, with zero situational awareness. She's got her Chanel bag hanging from her shoulder, oblivious to the world. We see these three mopey-looking guys with the bag hanging, they've got it in their sights. And, they're criminals. There's no question. And they've got their sights on her bag. And, they're going to go for it. And I'm thinking, well, what are we going to do here? And Herbie, just goes and charges into one of these guys. And they were small guys, bangs into him. I'm saying, oh, man, I hope they don't have guns or knives because we're in for a fight now. And then he yells at the guy, "Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I was just trying to get to my wife over here." And our wives are there. They don't know what's going on. They don't know that she was about to get ripped off. My wife always clutched her bag under her arm, under her shoulder, and, just would never happen to her. And the other woman who we were with, she was also very street savvy, but Elise, she was like a suburban housewife, never took any note of it. So it just is really funny the way it works. But now, place is full of scams. Guy named Captain America, he sidles up to a group of pretty teenage girls. "What's up? Where are you from?" He asks, coming closer, and a girl pushes him away. A teenage boy, it's just total bedlam there, and the cops are doing nothing. Comrade de Blasio probably thinks this is a wonderful thing. It's local color, but, so the hookers are gone from Times Square, but the scammers have come in and taken their place. Isn't it a wonderful thing? By the way, please support the show. If you can help out, go to clubfsn.com, clubfsn.com. Any contributions greatly appreciated so we can expand the studios, go to video, go to live streaming 24/7, add additional hosts. That's what we're trying to do here. So if you can help out, please do. Anyway, that's it for today. Keep your eyes on these prices, on the precious metals. My guess is the raid is not over yet, but who knows? They go according to their own agenda, to their own policies, to their own interests. And the algorithms are very predictable, but the formalized, pre-planned raids, they go by their own schedule. But don't be surprised if it's not over yet. Anyways, more later. We got Captain Capitalism coming. We've got Bix Weir. And I've got a special guest who's an organic farmer in Palm Beach County. And you might call her a prepper, but she's kind of a de facto prepper. Didn't start out to be. I think you're really going to want to hear from her. Fascinating person. I'm fascinated by her. I think you will be too. So stay tuned. More up next on the Financial Survival Network.
FSN Radio. It's all about what's next. Go to financialsurvivalnetwork.com and sign up for your free weekly newsletter. You'll also get 3 free reports. The Financial Survival Network. It's all about what's next.